Trump's doing it on March 5th. Dreamers Are Done by Rory Grant for freedomdaily.com. There has been a tremendous amount of concern regarding the government shutdown and what brought it about. Primarily, it was DACA, Dreamers, and the issue of illegal immigration. Democrats shut down the government because DACA kids weren't included in the budget, which has everyone wondering what's going to happen now that the budget has been extended for a month on the promise that DACA will be taken care of. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said during a White House press briefing that it is possible, starting March 5th, that Dreamers could start getting deported. This is if Democrats don't comply with the demands of President Trump regarding chain migration, Sanders said. We haven't determined that. We are hopeful we don't have to do that, and we don't have to get there. We would like Democrats to get serious about solving problems. Now Congress has 6 weeks until the continuing resolution before the budget runs out. Only 6 weeks to figure out United States immigration policy and deal with the 690,000 DACA kids currently in this country. If they weren't able to figure this out in October, or the last 4 times they passed a continuing resolution, what is going to make them figure it out in less than a month? When asked about the status of Dreamers and the message the administration is sending to them in light of everything that is going on, Sanders replied, I think they should storm Capitol Hill and protest there because that is the place that has held up this discussion. Democrats are the ones who shut this discussion down by forcing a government shutdown, by being unwilling to fund the government. We lost 4 days over this process of the conversation that should have been focused on immigration reform, fighting over this CR. If they had been part of the solution instead of part of the problem, I think we would already be further down the road in our negotiation on this package. The Daily Mail reported Sanders said Monday that Democrats in the Capitol held up discussion about DACA, which gives at least 700,000 people a guarantee they won't be deported unless they commit crimes. Democrats are the ones that shut this discussion down by forcing a shutdown. By being unwilling to fund the government, she insisted. Sanders framed DACA recipients' worries as products of a failure to actually address the issue on Capitol Hill. They're the ones that actually pass and make those laws, she said of Congress. And the president gave a 6-month time frame in order for them to do that. And now I think all of America is counting on them to show up and make sure that happens. The DACA program's uncertain fate continues to serve as leverage for the president to demand funding to construct a wall between the U.S. and Mexico. He also wants an end to chain migration, a system that allows green card holders to sponsor large numbers of relatives for lawful admission into the U.S., and Trump is demanding that Congress scrap a diversity visa lottery that awards residence and work permits to people who come from underrepresented countries. He has said he prefers a merit-based system that pays no notice to anyone's country of origin. Trump's wall, in particular, a constant campaign promise that consistently riled up crowds in 2015 and 2016, has become a sticking point for many Democrats. At least one outspoken congressional advocate for illegal immigrants, however, is willing to grudgingly go along. I think the wall is a monumental waste of taxpayers' money, and it's to build a monument to stupidity, and it's just idiotic. Representative Luis Gutierrez of Illinois said Sunday on ABC. Having said that, if that's what is going to take in order to put 800,000 young men and women in the country in a safe place and put them on course to full integration in our society, I say pay it. While DACA protections will likely diminish starting March 6th, and the likelihood that some deportations will take place is high, Democrats only have themselves to blame. They have had since October to try to negotiate a DACA deal, yet they have held out until now to push for a government shutdown. It makes no sense other than to call it a publicity stunt. They are willfully holding the American people hostage over DACA kids, who only account for 690,000 people out of the population, while the Children's Health Insurance Program is something that 8,500,000 children are covered by. The Democrats willingly put the lives of 8,500,000 children at risk, all to protect 690,000. The numbers just don't add up no matter which way you spin it. There is no excuse for what they did. Share if you agree that the hashtag Schumer shutdown was the responsibility of Democrats and that Republicans shouldn't be blamed for DACA issues when Democrats just haven't prioritized it in recent months. And they're talking about millions of people, that chain migration. Trump is not agreeing to chain migration, that's for sure. He does not want chain migration, and neither do we. But also, they shut down the government to detract from the memo. That's why Schumer shut it down. It's not for anything else. They shut it down because they tried to distract from the real issues, and that's what's going on basically with the Democrats. And the Democrats know if they don't have the illegals voting for them, they're never going to win an election again, you see? And that's why they want to flood this country with illegals who will vote for them. Meanwhile, the illegals get all the benefits, and then we wind up paying for it while they get their voting base. You see what I'm saying? So it's a no-win for us. I mean, really? Enough is enough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.